Hello everybody, it's Walter, your favorite historian, educator, professor, social studies extraordinaire, and blue-collar scholar. Today's date is October 26th, 2025, and this video is entitled Transit Operator and College Professor. Many people have asked me, both on the record and off the record, how in the royal family of Denmark is it possible for one to be a transit operator and a college professor, as if these two occupations are mutually exclusive, okay? And it is beyond the scope of reality that one could do both. To which my reply is that I'm a multi-talented guy. Indeed, while the average college professor, probably more than 99% of college professors are not also professional transit operators, I make the argument that the only limitation that one has on one's ability, the only limitations are those that you set on yourself. Now, I have been a transit operator, see the bus behind me. I've been a transit operator for now, at the time of this recording, almost 16 years, okay? And I have been an adjunct college professor for now almost 2.5 years, okay? So I'm obviously very, very seasoned at one and have definitely gotten the ropes with the other, okay? I've been teaching long enough to now no longer be called a rookie, but I am certainly not what you would call tenured by any stretch of the imagination, but I definitely have been doing both long enough to show other people the ropes. And I am very good at what I do with both of them. Now, with respect to doing them both professionally and procedurally, I make it work, okay? I drive at night and I teach in the afternoon on the days when I do both, okay? And it's really enjoyable because I am a natural born educator. I get that from both of my parents, okay? My mother and father both are educators, and that is something that was passed down to me. And so, and to coincide with that, I have always loved transit buses, okay? Some people would call it a love that mirrors individual, like the way certain people love motorcycles, certain people love muscle cars, okay? Other people love planes, okay? Others love battleships. I happen to love battleships as well. Whatever your, shall we say, secret love is like that, and I've always loved transit buses. So I'm doing, in the professional sense, both things that I love, teaching and operating buses. And it's a wonderful combination that I can absolutely make work, which leads me to discuss further the polymath nature that I possess, okay? Teaching is an intellectual vocation. One obviously must have above average scholarly knowledge, if you will, not only to teach, but to teach at the college level, okay? I am no rookie. I am no neophyte. I've been educating people my whole life. And to be able to operate a 40-foot transit bus, okay, is certainly not something that is for the faint of heart or for someone who possesses poor driving skills. And one might wonder how you're able to be a scholarly intellectual teaching college students and operate a transit bus. Well, like I said again, one must be multi-talented. And I'm not tooting my own horn here, but merely saying I am using all of the gifts that the Lord God Almighty has given me, okay? There are many people who possess multiple skills, but sadly fail to use them. I refuse to let any of mine go to waste, okay? I love teaching and I love driving, okay? And I'm proud to say that I can drive, well, rather, excuse me, not drive, but operate a 40 or 60 foot transit bus okay, through the narrow streets of Baltimore with just as much ease, finesse, and brilliance as I can teaching about World War II, okay, which coincidentally we cover this week in my class, okay? So, you know, I consider myself highly blessed to not only be engaged in two occupations that I love doing, but being blessed by God with the intellectual and procedural abilities to do both like a rock star. So I hope that answers anyone's questions on how on earth one can be a bus operator and a college professor at the same time. And I intend to do both as long as the Almighty gives me the intellectual and otherwise strength and ability to do them. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. Leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to engage in fruitful, positive, civil, and peaceful discussion. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to my channel if you will. I'd greatly appreciate it. And heck, please share this video as well. I'm sure it would definitely be of interest to many who would not think that someone who is a transit vehicle operator such as myself could also in a scholarly format, teach someone the deep details of virtually any aspect of American history, my specialization, by the way, and I think any of my students would agree with that analysis. So, in any case, like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Appreciate you for watching once again, and I'll talk to you at the next one. Professor Shelton, the Blue Collar Scholar, out.